Hi folks, welcome to Retro Electro. So I've got to say I wasn't happy with the last video. I missed this part of the turntable, the table. So that was disappointing to review afterwards. But I don't do take twos, so I will try better now. Yeah, hope you're all having a good week. I'm a bit blah today, which is unfortunate, but I'll just go with it. And yeah, see how we go. So I'm doing a series of 3 turntables that all kind of have a similar shape and a similar look. I did a little short video on Instagram that showed them, played around with effects, and that was fun. And so this is the second of them. It's just so pretty. I love the details of these vintage pieces. So this one's quite minimal. Mr. Or is it NR? Maybe it's NR. Yeah, anyway. Could almost look like the beginning of the R is part of the M. Maybe it says it somewhere else. Anyway, the top of it, very beautiful. I love the retro browns and beiges. And oh, it's my beautiful partner's birthday today, so I want to wish him a super happy birthday. Hope he's having a beautiful day. The sunshine is out, so it's always good in Melbourne when we get a bit of sunshine. We're in the middle of winter, so yeah. So that's obviously marked there. That's going to need a bit more, maybe product. Could be permanent scratches. Okay. It's tricky doing a quick once over because I'm not editing the videos. I want to hurry it up, but the problem with that is that I don't get to clean it as well as I'd like to. Look at this, we've got a few little bugs have set up home in between this one. Sorry, little bugs. There we go. Again, like the last one, we've got the beautiful timber veneer. Now this one has an AC/DC adapter plug-in. So I did have one kicking about. It didn't fit the last turntable. I wonder if it's going to fit this one. No. Wonder if both this turntable and the last one have the same adapter plug-in. Anyway, onwards we go. This one's a bit dinged, unfortunately. And I one of the turntables has, I left batteries in them, and I think it's leaked this sort of acid stuff perhaps on here because these were all in a box together. And I didn't realize one was leaking. So I'm going to do some research on the one that leaked and find out what I need to do to clean up that area if it's at all possible. So I just want to check that I'm framing this well. Yep, I think it's framed pretty well. So let's have a look inside. Got this little thing here that, oh, it releases. So it's got like a drop down with a little ledge. And in here it seems to have a spring action happening. Yeah, bit of spring action. Again, I love all those sort of details. Oh, this could be the little bug, little dead bug in there, a little cockroachy type thing. Anyway, give this a nice clean. It's quite neat inside, really. It's a pity with some of the stainless steel, it just sort of, like some of the, well, not stainless steel, some of the metal features, they just do some corroding, or they get that sort of permanent damage, some of them, which is a pity. Now this is clicking nicely. It's the volume on, off, and then we've got the speed here. So I'll put that on off. Release this, yes. They all have this spring action, which I absolutely love. Now this one has, oh, it has no resistance. Oh, that means it's probably not going to work. Tragic. So Again, I've mentioned it before, if you're looking at these kind of turntables, if they should normally sort of resist by about there. You can feel it, you delicately lean into it and you can feel that it resists there. This one has no resistance, it just spins. So I'm going to guess it's not going to work. It does have a needle, so you never know, it might work. This is glued on. Oh, that's a bit tragic that the arm's broken. So we've had one that's worked so far. One, I'm still got to find the power cable. It didn't work off batteries, and one was missing a stylus. Needle. So I'm pretty sure this is the stylus, and then the needle plugs into the stylus. I know that from like turntables where this is removable, like the old Technics and stuff. That's the stylus bit, and then the needle is underneath. So we're going to put the lid back on and investigate underneath. I'm sort of wondering if it's worth putting the batteries in, but we'll give it a look anyway, which it has been. I've used this before, I think, and I created this little, it was missing the holder, obviously, and I put together this. So when I say I created that, look, it could be 20 years ago that I did that. I don't really remember. I got into learning a bit of DJing and was dating a guy that was helped him set up a record shop, and started collecting vinyl. So I reckon it was 24 years ago. Just opening some kombucha. Nice. Okay, yeah. And so I really got obsessed with vinyl and turntables and blah, blah, blah. And all that. Plus being in the dance party scene since I was young. Okay, so they're always D batteries generally. Here's the D batteries. Again, I bought these online. Not that I want to promote new crap, but you charge them from a USB. I'm just baffled. I'm just so blown away by that. I love it. And obviously someone's repaired that. Glue. Okay, so I'm going to guess that they go in this way. Yep. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, that's what they've done. They've repaired that because that's probably not going to hold it in tight enough to get the batteries working. Oh, this could just be an all-round dud turntable. Poor thing. I think years ago I wasn't really aware of what I had in my hot little hands when I was younger. It was sort of like there were just so many around, and I appreciated them. I absolutely loved them. That's why I bought them. So, you know, I shouldn't be too down on myself, but I think that I probably could have cared for them a bit more than I have over the years. But at least I kept them. Okay, let's just... Oh, I can hear some noise. Just slight movement. I'm worried about that bit at the back is not... Okay, let's see if anything happens. I don't think it's going to be doing much. Like the way that I had sort of created a battery holder in the back, which I think it was me. I can't totally remember if it was me or not, but it seems vaguely familiar. You would think that it once worked when it was in my possession, but yeah, there's nothing really happening now. If I could find the AC/DC cable, then that might prove a bit better. Let's just have another look. It's where it's being glued is it actually is holding the battery. Yeah, you can see it's cracked. Look, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not gonna push this piece because it's not gonna work via batteries, that's for sure. I think that's either cracked there or, oh, look at that. No, that's a part where the turntable's in, but it's obviously, that's not meant to have that kind of movement. So someone's tried to glue that back in there Yeah, that's just not really working. Anyway, I might just power on right on to the next one, because that was a little bit disappointing. Or should I be patient and wait to go to the next one?